What is up, YouTube? It is Saturday night. I just wanted to say one thing about the coronavirus. If I were you, I would definitely try to, avoid lots of people. I hate to sound paranoid or stuff, but until there's a cure for this thing, I definitely would not recommend getting around large crowds of people. I do believe it's going to be resolved soon, maybe within the next month. I know that my work right now, even the custodians, us, the custodians, we're not even in the building right now. I don't think they're going to be back until Monday. As you guys know, I have recently had a seizure about 4 weeks ago and pretty much dislocated both of my shoulders. I got fractures on both of my shoulders. So to say they hurt is kind of an understatement, but I am getting by. I am doing my exercises the way I'm supposed to. I got out of rehab about a week ago on the 10th. I was supposed to get out on the 13th, but I did get out on the 10th. So I got out a few days earlier because they were, pretty pleased with my, progression with my being able to get around. So, but anyway, the markets today for crypto, kind of interesting. 1 minute is red, 1 minute is green. And I'm noticing, especially on Ethereum, we're getting those candles kind of tight again. And when we kind of start to slow down, get those candles tight again, a lot of times that means that it's probably going to be a bearish move and it's probably going to drop. That is why myself, I'm in a position right now where I'm hoping to get more Ethereum, but at the moment, I kind of really don't care what it's going to do. But if you have a lot of money into this coin, or any coin to be exact, if I were you, the best thing to do is really watch these markets close, because from 1 minute to the next, there are days where it'll sit on 134 all day long. But then there are days where it could go up to, like last night, it went all the way to 154, and then it dropped all the way back down to 125. So there are days where you just don't know what it's going to do. Right now, it's just we're still with this coronavirus thing. There's still a lot of panic and fear going on out there, so if you want my advice, I would just kind of sit on the sidelines for the next couple of days, see what it's going to do, because I just got a feeling we're in for another drop. I don't think it's going to be a bad one, but it's going to be enough to get your attention. And with me, it doesn't really hurt me because I never sell out anyway. But to those of you who sell out, don't just sell out because the market's dropping, because I can promise you, maybe by the end of that day or the next day, it will rebound. I know that fear is a pretty big, persuader, but for me, it takes a little bit more than that to get me to sell. If I have to pay a bill, then yes, I will definitely sell. But just because the market's red and Ethereum's down $50, I look at it this way. As long as you don't sell, if you got in at 190, or when it was like, say, at 265 about a month ago, when it was at 265, and you got out yesterday, I feel pretty bad for you. Or Thursday, when the stock market kind of crashed and Ethereum went down to 90, I hate to say it, but you got hosed pretty hard on that one. But even if it does that, even if it were to drop to $50, as long as that day you do not sell, you don't really have to worry about it because it will rebound. I mean, it could drop all the way to 25, and as long as you don't get out and you be patient and you wait, it will rebound. But the problem is, I have read on Google that Twitter and a lot of these message boards are a pretty big influence, I've read, for people getting into the market. If you're new to this, if you're a new person, you've never bought crypto before, my only suggestion to you is don't listen to a lot of these people that are on these message boards. Even a guy like me, if you trust me enough, great, that's wonderful. I'm just trying to give advice. What I'm trying to do is trying to help you guys, like tell you what stupid mistakes I've done, and I'm just trying to be like, hey, don't do the same stupid stuff I do. I might give you my opinion on stuff, but as far as these guys, there are people just like me who literally have nothing, no kind of proof to back up. They'll say, oh, this coin is going to the bottom. It's going all the way to $1. It's doom and gloom, the end of the world. Many of these people, I have to tell you, many of these people are paid to do this. Like, I used to be really heavy into the penny stocks. And I don't know how credible this source was, but I did see there was this one basher, or he was a former basher. He worked for this company that actually paid these people, like, say, 25 cents, 15 cents a post to just bash this stock until literally people started buying into what they were saying, and it would cause the price to go down. And for whatever their reasoning whether it was just a buy, go in. A lot of the times they try to just go in, scoop up the cheap shares, and then just leave everybody holding the bag. So don't let Twitter, I mean, if you want to take a look and see what people are saying, that's one thing. But don't let some joker like me make you decide that you want to sell your Ethereum, Litecoin, or whatever. Because the problem with that is I can't see into the future. They can't see into the future. I guarantee you they do not have any kind of credible source. Every time I've ever tried to confront these people, I'll ask them, well, do you have anything to back this claim up? Do you have anything to say, hey, I've got proof over this? Every time I ask them that, I have never gotten a response from them. I'll guarantee you, if you see a person bashing Ethereum, bashing Bitcoin, or bashing any coin at all, I'll guarantee you if you tried to confront them, if you tried to say, hey, do you have any proof about this? Do you have any proof that it's going down to $15? I mean, tell me some proof. I can almost promise you that person will never respond to you. All they are paid for, many times, let me tell you this, I've heard also, many times these things are bots. They use bots to write these messages. So do you really want to sell that Ethereum that took you so long to save up for, and you finally bought it? Do you really want to take advice from a bot? I mean, think about it, guys. I mean, you got to use your head when you're doing this. You can't let these people get into your head, because what they're doing, and many times they are real people too, what they are doing is they're trying to scoop down. They'd be happy if the price fell $5 because of somebody selling. They want your coins for next to nothing. So don't be suckered into selling your stuff. But anyway, like I said earlier, this market kind of seems like it kind of really doesn't know what to do with itself, because all day long, 1 minute Ethereum will turn green, the next bit red, then green, then red. Like right now, if I was going to buy, I would probably wait until tomorrow, because typically Sunday mornings especially, are typically a red day. I try to always buy, sometimes I buy green, but I try to always buy when the price is down. So if it were me, if I was buying, say, $200 or $300 worth, I would rather wait a while, and if I don't have the patience to do it. But if you got $1,000 to $5,000 you want to invest in, I would wait until this virus situation is over, because right now there's plenty of more room for these coins to go down. And if I had the willpower, that's what I would do too, but unfortunately I don't. But if you do have a lot of money to sink into this, my strong advice to you would be at least wait until things get back to normal, until this is all blown over. Because right now, there's still plenty of room for the stock market to plummet. And lately, it seems to me that Bitcoin really has not been a safe haven like they thought it would be. But, we'll have to see what happens. But if it was me, I would just give it a few days, see what it's going to do, and, go from there. But it looks like right now, Litecoin's around $38, $39 support. Ethereum, I would say support levels about 115 to I think it got as high as 154 last night. So say 115 to 154 is about your support level. I know that's a heck of a gap, but you're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. So I kind of just give it that kind of a broad thing. So, and Bitcoin, it looks like about 5,900 to about 6,300 is your gap right now. That's about your support levels right now. And if it was me, I would try to wait for a drop to about $5,500 for Bitcoin. then I would feel pretty good about getting in and going long. But right now, what I'm doing right now is I'm accumulating. I don't really have that. I've got about 200 or 300 bucks into it, and it doesn't really matter to me if it drops 50 bucks. That's not going to force me to sell because I know that eventually, as I said before, it'll go back up. But put down in the comments below if this is okay with you instead of me bringing up charts, because really, I would rather just talk to you instead of putting you in front of a blackboard and saying, okay, the price jumped up $2, or we fell. I mean, to me, that's just a little bit boring. I'd rather just be able to tell you what's on my mind. You know, to me, it kind of makes it a little bit more personable when we do it this way. So if you like it this way, the only reason why I'm not using my OBS Studio right now is because both of my arms are killing me, and I can hardly type. So once I start to feeling better, then if you want me to go back to that kind of format, then that's what I'll do. But, just let me know in the comments below if you like this kind of style. I'll keep doing it. If not, well, I'll switch back to the old format. Well, guys, this is Saturday night. CryptoVision 2.0 signing off. Remember, if you're going to invest, and if you have a lot of money to invest, I would strongly, strongly, strongly recommend that you wait until this coronavirus has been taken care of, because right now it's a really unstable market to be in. Just be careful and watch the markets closely. Well, guys, I really appreciate you watching me. Peace out. Take care.